Hi, this is Tara from Stranded by the Sea, and we are doing a preview of our yarns for the Sweet Georgia Mystery Knit Along that is going to begin on September 1st. It is the Laurel Mists Mystery Knit Along. It should be a shawl. We believe it has some lace in it, but the final design is a mystery. There will be a cast-on party that we will host virtually starting on September 1st, which is when the first clue will be revealed. And then each week after that on Tuesday, Sweet Georgia will reveal another clue, and then that's how you build the pattern. The final pattern will be released in mid-October, so you can certainly join in at any time to knit the actual shawl, but I have the lovely yarns to show you. The Sweet Georgia yarns uses these lovely little sock blanks, which are pretty unique, to as a base for the shawl, and then you pair it with two softly contrasting colors, and I will go through each one of the pairings for the kits that we have on our website for you. So let me change cameras and we can show you all of the lovely choices that you have. So here we have the Sweet Georgia sock blanks. The main ones for the Mystery Knit Along, we have 5 colorways, and then this one is a special limited edition pack. So I will show you each of those so that you can see what they look like, and we'll get them rolled out for you. So I'm going to start with Alpine. That is the first one. So Alpine is a kind of monochromatic colorway, but it is based on a very lovely blue and kind of almost purple or heatherish periwinkle gray, and then that fades over to a white. Each of the sock blanks is already been knitted, and it is done in the round, so there is one strand, but it goes all the way around. And then the way that a sock blank works is that you pull the thread here and that unravels the sock blank, and then you knit with it from the strand that you are unraveling as you go across the sock blank. So this one will go from that lovely periwinkle gray blue to some mid-tone grays in the middle, and then finally ending with white. And then the options that we have for you for the what they call softly contrasting colors for it are first, grab these colors. We have some choices for you in Sparkle. So this is paired with the Sweet Georgia Cashluxe Spark. You'll find this one on our website under the Alpine and the Cashluxe, and this one uses the Cashluxe Spark. So there are a couple of different ones with the Alpine. So there's one that's Cashluxe Spark, that's the one with the little sparkle here, and this one is the Elderberry, which is a really lovely, beautiful berry color. If you've been in our shop and seen the shawl for the Bake Sew Knit shawl, that's the color that we used for that. And then we've paired that with Marine, which is a lovely blue, which I think will show off nicely the changes in the blue pattern that you get. So those are the first two that we've paired. So these are the Cashluxe Spark. Then there is also the Cashluxe Fine, and that one we've done with Ultraviolet and Strawberry Tea. So the Strawberry Tea has a lovely burgundy color, and then has a little bit of undertone of maybe some beautiful ginger colors in it. And those are going to be, they're contrasting slightly with each other, but coordinate really well. And then those are going to blend here with the Alpine color. Now, if you don't want to do the cashmere colors, yarns, we have also with each of the sock blanks matched with another version of the Heritage Silk to give you a more economical option. So here we have the Heritage Silk for you in a lovely tomatoey red color, and then they're purple. And we'll get the labels out of the way there so you can see how those yarns are going to pair nicely with the Alpine color. All right, so that's the first one. Then the next one that we have in line is called Andromeda. So Andromeda is a very, very pretty, that looks just like a galaxy to me. Lovely purple shade here that you would begin with some grays. You can see how the purple kind of gradients through that, and then off to a lovely sapphire blue color on the other side. Really, really pretty. And then we have paired that with a couple of different options for you here too. This one is Casualux Spark. Again, you can see it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. This one is Mink, and I think that that picks up lovely on the gray undertones here, as well as the purples shading through the rest of that blank. So that one should go very nicely, and then pop that with a little bit of Snowfall. So those are really pretty, give you a little bit of bright pop color with the Snowfall, and then go with the Mink. I think secretly that these two color combinations, the Mink and the Snowfall, are going to go with almost any of the sock blanks here. This particular color grouping, the Andromeda with the Mink and the Snowfall, are my two, that's my very favorite combination. So that is the Andromeda with the sparkle. Then we also have a version with the Tough Love sock. So this is a similar yarn to what is made from the base. So the base of the sock blank is done with Tough Love sock yarn. So these are going to pair very nicely. And here we have Dreamboat and Candy Floss. And I think that this one is very limited. I think I only have one set, a full set of these for you. But you can see that those really highlight the very highlight tones here that you have in the sock blank. So those should match, maybe do them that way, with the pink contrasting with the purple and the blue offset against the gray. So that might be a choice for you. It's a mystery how the pattern is going to work out, and what Tabitha, the designer over at Sweet Georgia, is going to put together for us, but that might be my indication. Then the option for Heritage Silk, you can see and compare that. I'll just leave the Candy Floss and the Dreamboat here. You can see that this Heritage Silk is a tiny bit more, I'd say that that's a little bit more peachy. This is Gossamer Pink, and then we have a very nice gray. So you can see the Sweet Georgia Dreamboat has a little bit of a blue undertone hue, whereas the Cascade Heritage Silk is a nice, nice standard gray, but those should work very nicely as well with the Andromeda. That'll do the same thing in picking up in those light shades and give you a nice soft contrast with Andromeda. All right, that is the second one. Then next in line we have for you is Taiga. And this one is a really pretty deep turquoise to light turquoise with some almost olive greens. There's a little bit of forest in there where the colors are blending together, and you can see those snake through off to the side with a very lovely moss green. So this one is Taiga, or Taiga, T-A-I-G-A. I looked that up. It is the foresty, marshy area near the tundra in Canada is Taiga. And those will pair with, first we have here Deep Cove, which I think matches very nicely with this little patch. So they are slow, very softly contrasting, but picking up on those where Felicia says the magic happens in the mud, and I think that that is very true. Where the dyes are meeting each other, that's where we get some of these magic tones blending together, and I think that the Deep Cove picks up on that very well. You can see the nice bluish tints and the greens in there in Deep Cove. That is one of my favorites. This is a Casualux Spark, and we've paired that with Snowfall. So you can see how those would pick up on those lovely colors very easily for you and really show off the beauty in the taiga. And then another choice for you for a more economical option would be the Cascade Heritage Silk in a lovely gray and a white. And I think that those will again bring out those really pretty highlights there and really show off the color change that you're getting through the sock blank. So those are the two options for taiga. We have two more to show you. Next up is Old Flame. And I'm going to try to keep the opening end of the sock blank on the same side for you so you can get this similar comparison. So with these sock blanks, you can only ravel from one end. Because of the way that they are knitted in the round, it's all joined up on that end. So you're going to unravel from this end and go up to get to the other side. So with Old Flame, that goes from a lovely burgundy color to some vibrant oranges in the middle and off to this really pretty golden yellow on the other side. We have paired some Cashluxe Flame with this one, and there is again the Deep Cove, this one without any spark, and then also the Auburn color with that one. And you might go that way with the Deep Cove more toward the burgundy side, and the browns, you can see the nice little brown tones in there, picking that up on that side. I don't know, we'll have to see how they reveal themselves. If you don't want the cashmere, we again also have picked out a heritage silk option for you. We have this lovely silver color again, and then that vibrant orange, which should offset very nicely with the bright golden color that you get here on this side. One other choice that you might consider is this strawberry tea. Again, I showed you that earlier with the Andromeda, I believe. That one might go very nicely also to contrast with either the Deep Cove, or if you wanted something in more muted tones, you could similarly do that with the Auburn. So the strawberry tea definitely has a lot of those similar color palette choices that are showing up in that first half of the sock blank. Those would blend very nicely together as well. Or you get those vibrant contrasting colors with the green. So either one of those options are available in the Cashluxe Fine. And then the final choice we have for you is Wanderlust. And this one is already starting to unravel. I think I just pulled that. There we go. It's got a lovely purple color with some beautiful, beautiful different plays of pinks and oranges in the middle, off to more of a gingery color. You can see if we compare that to the Old Flame. The Old Flame is very bright and vibrant, and the yellow is very pronounced, whereas in the Wanderlust, it's more of a muted ginger tone on the other end. So this one is Wanderlust, and that one we've done a sparkle combination for you, again with the Deep Cove. That one pairs really lovely, and then Candy Apple is the other blend, and that one picks up really nice on the red tones either direction. That green would look lovely against that purple. It even picks up some of the and offsets some of the blue really nicely there. If you go that direction, the red would look very nice against the ginger, or vice versa. You can play with it and see what lovely color combinations. And then with the Heritage Silk, we have the wine color, also similar color tone to what we see with the reds in the middle, and then a lovely turquoise. This one is Cerulean is the color that goes with that. So those will go very nicely for Wanderlust. And those will are very similar to the color pairings that you'll see on the Sweet Georgia website as well for the kits that they're putting together. So these are all available on our website now, and I have one more sock blank to show you before we sign off here. This one is called Purple Mangosteen, and this is one of Felicia's limited edition sock blanks. This one is a little bit different. The sock blanks that we have been showing you so far are double-sided. They're knit in the round. They are a single strand. This one is also a single strand, but you can see it's longer. So instead of doing it in the round, like the sock blanks, the other sock blanks I've been showing you, this one is done in one long strip. So she's hand painted these with a little bit of her color splash technique, and so you get a much more of a gradient and color change as you go across. So this one's going to change much more quickly because it's a shorter repeat of the yarn. We don't have that second side to pull on. But for this one, it works just the same. You pull on the end and unravel it to knit it. The purple mangosteen is one of her secret stash limited editions. I think it's just pretty. It's got a lot of white in it, so it works up really nicely with a lot of white in it. So even though it looks kind of dark here, when you knit with it, it's going to be a very light and pretty yarn that you get. Each one of the sock blanks is the same yardage as one of the Tough Love sock skeins. So these are 425 yards. Any of the sock blanks are the same yarn and going to have the same yardage in it, 425 yards. So for the knit along, I don't have any pairings to show you with the purple mangosteen. That one's just a limited edition, very special one. You could mix and match that with any of the sorts of yarns that I've shown you already. There's a lot of different color choices in there. So if you wanted to use that one, you can certainly, we haven't done a kit for it, but you can certainly find some pairings to match with that very easily in the shop. So with the knit along, the mystery knit along for the sock blanks that we have shown you and the kits that we have listed on the website, they are currently 10% off, so you can take advantage of the special discount code that we are offering that we sent out in our newsletter recently, and you can also, I think, find that on our Facebook page. So if you use the discount code, you can get 10% off of your purchase for the mystery knit along kits, and that will go until the cast on date till the end of the month of August. We will cast on September 1st when the pattern first clue is released. If you don't like any of the combinations that we have, you are always more than welcome to come in the shop and find a sock blank that you might like and pair that with something that you have in your own stash, or find a couple of softly contrasting colored yarns that might go with whatever sock blank that you might pick. So we hope that you have enjoyed this, and we hope to join you for our very first mystery knit along. We're really excited about it. Tabitha, the knitwear designer at Sweet Georgia, is a fantastic designer. You can find the Laurel Mists mystery knit along on Ravelry. We have linked to it in our newsletter, and from there you can sort of go down the little rabbit hole and see all the different designs that Tabitha has done and get a sense for what her color work choices are and how her lace knitting works up. That might be a good indication, or at least a little clue about what her design might look like for this shawl. If you have any questions, of course, come in and see us. We'll be open again starting Monday morning at 10 a.m. And of course, always you can send us an email or give us a call, and we'll be happy to respond to you there. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.